You may not think to look for a Grade 2 sprint for fillies and mares happening in the middle of February in Maryland, but that is exactly what we have in the form of the Barbara Fritchie, a race named for a woman steeped in history, and also a little controversy about her true exploits. Barbara Fritchie was born in 1806 in Lancaster, PA, and lived a fairly ordinary life, marrying a glovemaker and living a nice long life before dying in Maryland in 1862. She is most remembered, however, for what she did, or didn't do, during the Civil War. A woman fiercely loyal to the Union and despising the Confederacy, Fritchie always kept a Union flag and a Bible close at hand. Living out her golden years in a house on Patrick Street in Frederick, Maryland, it is her attitude towards Confederate soldiers as they passed through on their way northward that gained her fame and lore in the poem written by John Greenleaf Whittier. In it, Whittier remarks how Fritchie shook her beloved Union flag at the general, believed to first be Stonewall Jackson, but later to be felt another general in the Confederate Army, after it was shot from its staff and forcing them off her property. As legend goes, she uttered the words, "Shoot if you must, this gray old head, but spare your country's flag." The legend goes on to say that the Confederates then retreated from her property and continued on their march, with Fritchie violently waving her precious Union flag over their head from her upstairs window as they went. While Whittier has firmly defended his poem as being accurate based on the information that he received from multiple close sources, many historians and even relatives of Fritchie question if it in fact was her that was the one who shook the flag that day, as she was 90 years old and allegedly too ill to have done it. She died 3 months later, and her place in history and lore was secure. Her grave now sits in Mont Olivet Cemetery, where that famous poem can be found on the monument that marks her grave. The house where she famously did, or did not, wave her flag was rebuilt as a tourist attraction after being lost in floodwaters. And when still open for tours, many claimed her ghost still haunted those halls, and her rocking chair could be seen rocking back and forth on its own. Today, it is supposedly an Airbnb, where overnight stays can be had. In 1952, Maryland honored one of its most famous women by naming a stakes race for her. The Barbara Fritchie Handicap was originally run at the old Bowie racetrack until 1984, when it moved to its current home of Laurel Park. Although a Grade 2 race, it often is not attracted the very top level of female sprinters, many of whom are either on a rest after the Breeders' Cup or running in races in Florida or California. It is a great opportunity for more local horses to take down a really nice black-type race with a good purse. Perhaps the best-known horse of semi-recent history to take the race was the sensationally fast Extra Heat, who won back-to-back runnings in 2002 and 2003.
Kimberlotta's in between horses, Platinum Tiara. Lip Sings Affair, and Diane Hill has dropped out to trail the field 8 lengths in the front. Less than 3/8 of a mile to go. The half was in 45-2. Extra Heat still showing the way. Prize Stamp, Gold Mover. Kimberlotta's running a big race in fourth, and Kimberlotta's got some run left on the inside. Just needs to get through down there, running 4th and 3 off the lead, but Extra Heat spurts away 3/16 out in the Fritchie. Kimberlotta running stoutly on the inside, trying to capture second from Prize Stamp, followed by Gold Mover, 1/8 of a mile to go. Extra Heat put to pressure, driving 3.5 lengths with a 16th to come now from Kimberlotta and Prize Stamp and Gold Mover. They can't beat the heat. Extra Heat, she wins it by 2.5 in 1:22 and 3.